हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम टू द वैली ऑफ विजडम पॉडकास्ट। और आज कुछ एक्साइटिंग होने जा रहा है। हमारे साथ जो गेस्ट आज जुड़ी हैं, माय गॉड, शी इज द डॉटर ऑफ द वैली, बट शी लाइक्स टू कॉल हरसेल्फ अ जिप्सी, a global citizen. She brushes shoulders with the top leaders of the world. And she's with us today, Khairun Nisa, or as she likes to call her, Khair.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
Assalamu alaikum, Khair Di. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
खैर, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम नवा कदल कॉलेज की वो लड़की जो जिंदगी में बहुत कुछ करना चाहती थी, और फिर यू एंडेड अप बिकमिंग द एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर फॉर वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर. इट्स अ ड्रीम इन इटसेल्फ फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल, and you're working on this project, Neom the Line, which has been going viral everywhere. Tell us, how has this journey been?
Well, first, let me correct you. The dream did not start with Navakadal.
Okay.
The dream started, I belong to a business family in Kashmir, a very well-renowned business family in Kashmir. So my dream was to be a woman entrepreneur
Okay.
in Kashmir. I never had thought about going out of Kashmir at that particular point in time. So it was a time when most of the people, I was in convent, and most of the people were taking medicine and non-medicine. I had cousins who were my age, super brilliant kids, academically very, very sharp. So they had taken medicine.
ठीक.
So I remember going to my father and asking him that I want to do commerce, I want to do business. My father was a very, very progressive man, or is a progressive man. So he agreed to it. He said, "Fine, you don't want to do medicine. I'm not going to force you. You take up commerce." And so my journey from convent went to Vishwa Bharati, went to Amira Kadal College, went to Nava Kadal, with this dream of becoming a woman entrepreneur, and much bigger than my family.
Oh.
But then militancy happened. My father got kidnapped. My grandfather got kidnapped. So there were certain things which happened, which took me to study, to do my master's in England, start my business, my entrepreneurial business in Dubai. Then marriage happened, and I came to India.
Okay.
Then that marriage, I went to Delhi, was working on a project, which I had to create it as a destination project.
Okay.
So, had an exposure of traveling, had seen World Trade Center Dubai, had seen World Trade Center New York. So, thought, why wouldn't World Trade Center come to India? What would it take for us to get World Trade Center, the first World Trade Center in India? That's how the journey began for me.
Lovely.
And then there's no looking back since then.
So what I would like to get into is the mindset, especially when someone like you, and you said your cousins, your friends, everyone was either going for medicine or they were going for engineering. And we're talking about late 90s, right? What goes on in your mind when you're looking at everyone who's following a different path, and you are kind of coming up with something that has been unheard of, especially for women to get into entrepreneurship? That mindset has to be something that you are willing to give up everything in order to reach where you want to be. So how difficult or easy was it to have that conversation within yourself to drive that, to drive yourself in that direction?
Well, I wouldn't say it was, I wouldn't actually make it so simple that it was difficult or it was easy. It was simply that I was not meant to be a doctor. I didn't see myself as a doctor. I always saw myself as a businesswoman, because my best friends, if you would say, my role models, if you would say, was my father and my uncles, who were all into business. And like I said, a very progressive family. I've never seen an instance where there was a difference between a boy and a girl in our family. So I'd never actually thought that, I'm doing anything different. But yes, amongst my cousins, they wanted to follow the dream, whatever their parents wanted. And here I was, that I wanted to follow my dream of being a businesswoman. And my father, fortunately, and my mother also, they were open to that idea. They didn't want to thrust any ideas of, nahi, hum jo bol rahe hain, wohi karna hai. You want to follow a dream, we're there, we will be the wind beneath your wings. That's what my parents did. I was, alhamdulillah, very lucky in that respect.
Amazing.
And what does success feel like to you now? What does it mean to you? I mean, in the context that you have seen so much, you have been to so many different places, you have met so many successful people. So, जिनको हम traditionally successful मानते हैं, what does it mean to you personally? And is there anything that you would want to connect? I mean,
I can't actually, basically, I would not want to say that success is this. I don't want to put it so simply that success is money, success is name, success is fame. I would not like to say that. Every relationship has its own dynamics. Every aspect of my life, I think, has a different dynamic. And accordingly, the successes and the failures in each respect is according to that.
Right.
To me, having a successful relationship with my immediate family, that is, or any of the relationships,
Yeah.
whether it's friends or relatives, and how I'm actually with them and how they're accepting me, is one way of equating it with success. Professionally, money, financial
Yeah.
independence, or empowering myself is another parameter of success. But at the end of the day, success to me is if I'm making a difference in someone's life. Because
Beautiful.
अब इतना
That's beautiful.
काम किया, इतना देखा, बहुत सारे aspects of life में professionally, personally काम किया.
जी, जी.
But मुझे लगता है कि the purpose of my life is to serve others and to make a difference in someone's life. Anybody's life,
beautiful.
whoever comes across my life or whoever's life I touch,
Yeah.
that I need to make a difference in their lives. That's what I think would be successful. At the end of the day, जब मैं मरूं, तो at least कोई कहे कि सदका इजारिया वाला कुछ काम किया है. That's what I think is success.
So that's very beautiful because we were speaking about this in our first podcast, which was about that even success is a journey in itself. You can never really be successful because what do you do when you feel that you are successful? You don't have anything else to do, right? So just like that movie, Pursuit of Happiness, it again, we kind of related that this success also somehow is a pursuit. It's not something that you would absolutely get.
हर एक जिंदगी के ना phases में भी आपकी definition of success और definition of happiness, pursuit of happiness भी change
change
होती
हो
है.
जाता है. True.
जब हम छोटे होते हैं तब हमारा पैरामीटर और हमारी लाइफ की प्रायोरिटीज अलग होती हैं. तो तब सक्सेस और परस्यूट ऑफ हैप्पीनेस अलग होती है.
बिल्कुल.
Probably मुझे लगता है at my age and at the stage of my life,
जी.
I think my pursuit of happiness is serving others. I mean, I would pursue that. Like I said, sadka jariya, whatever, which would help me in making a difference there is what is my pursuit of happiness. Name, fame, dekha.
You also mentioned you had a conversation with Chris Gartner, right?
You would not believe it. So a day before I came here,
This is beautiful.
I was with Tony Blair and I was with Chris Gartner. And we had this discussion.
Right.
And in fact, he told me that, we happened to have this discussion about exactly this, that what is your definition of success? How do you see? What is your purpose in life?
Lovely.
And it's very easy for me. I can relate it immediately. And he said that your pursuit of happiness is serving others. That's how he defined it. He
Beautiful.
summed it up
This is
like
lovely.
that.
And Mohit, वो जो Maslow's hierarchy of needs में ना, you start with physiological needs,
Right.
and then you go to the safety needs, you go to love needs, you go to esteem needs. When you've fulfilled all of that, then you move to self-actualization. And I see Khair at that point where she is like, okay, I've achieved this all, and now what more? And that's what when Khair says that life के अलग-अलग मौकों पे, अलग-अलग points पे, you have different things that mean success to you.
Correct.
You have different things that make you happy. I can relate to it. I can relate it to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. कि अभी Khair is at a point where she wants to give back to the society. And, in our conversation before the podcast, she was talking about doing organic farming after she retires.
Yes.
So let's talk about organic
And
farming.
that retirement is going to be in Kashmir, yeah?
Is
Oh,
it going to
yes,
be in
Kashmir
Kashmir?
is home.
Okay.
Listen, like I said, when I told you that I'm a gypsy, you know, a global citizen, gypsy भी ना हमेशा घूम घाम के ना एक ठहराव वाली जगह उसकी होती है.
बेशक,
तो मेरा घर जो है
हाँ.
वो कश्मीर है.
Wow.
So when I want to go home, for me I always say my home is Kashmir. So my retirement when I do, though
Okay.
that I think you know that's a distant, very distant dream. 20 साल तो अभी है.
Acha, काफी है अभी तो. But one thing that I would like to get a little bit deeper on is, why is Kashmir home? I mean, is it because your family has been here? It's because you have grown here? Or is it about the place? Because I've spoken to many people and everyone has their own definition of home, right? What is Kashmir to you?
See, definitely, I agree with you, Mohit. Home is where your heart is.
Absolutely.
And my heart is in Kashmir. Ultimately, मैं इस दुनिया में कहीं पे भी जाऊं, मेरा घर मगर कश्मीर है. Yes, a large part is because of my parents, because of my brother, my sister, definitely because they're here. मेरा घर उन्हीं के साथ. So my heart is with my family. My heart is in Kashmir. So that's home.
Lovely.
And I also want to understand from you about books. You are, as you say, a voracious reader. So, what do you read? And were you a voracious reader when you started off? Or did it develop over the course of time? And given the kind of profile you have, given the kind of work and जो भी आपकी मशगूलियत रहती है, इस सब में finding time to read. So, is it a conscious act or you're drawn to books every now and then?
Books are your best friends. I've grown up in believing that. But the first gift that I remember that my father gave me was a book.
Beautiful.
And
Wow.
it was a book on Islamic civilization.
Mashallah.
That was the first book that he gave me. No, it was on the biography of Prophet Muhammad. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
MashaAllah.
So I still have that book. And I've always मेरा एक हमेशा बुरी आदत, that's what my brother would always say, that बुरी आदत है. मैं अपनी books को ना उस पे नाम लिखती हूँ.
Okay.
और दूसरी बुरी आदत मेरी, as per him, is that when I'm reading something, I will make notes on that. I will, if I like something, I will mark it.
That's good.
I would, and I'll mark it with a date. That's what pencil से. और मेरी book पे हमेशा, so that's one reason I'd never share my books.
Okay.
Because they're very personal to me.
Yeah.
And this is a habit which I've inculcated in my daughter also.
Okay.
I would always gift her books with a small note.
Okay.
That's how I would see her, how I would want her to flourish, how I want her to find her own space. And books I believe have always taken me on an adventure, have always taken me to cities, has made me meet people that I've never met.
Beautiful.
So I relate with books quite a lot. And over a period of time, I've realized that books make, there are a lot of perspectives to certain things. When you read different authors, when you read different genres, there are different perspectives that you come across.
True.
Correct.
And this is very important because since I'm working in an organization which is very multicultural.
Yeah.
So 330 World Trade Centers, 120
Wow.
countries.
Uh-huh.
So imagine the kind of
That's
different
just
people that
insane.
you're meeting,
Right.
the different mindsets you're meeting. So nothing surprises me.
Right.
Nothing actually, I'm not judgmental.
Uh-huh.
So this has actually helped me not becoming judgmental and
Right.
understanding different perspectives, being very, very empathetic towards those
That's true.
perspectives is what I believe has actually always. In fact, today also I have a good library. Unfortunately, I have a brother. He and I actually share books.
Did you say unfortunately?
I said fortunately. I said fortunately, I have a brother who actually is also a very ardent
Okay.
book reader, and we have a library at home.
Okay.
and we share books. So today I've stolen 2 books from his library, which I'm going to take with me because I'm traveling
Okay.
to Bali for a holiday. So I want to do the holiday reading.
Okay, beautiful.
Well, you should be fine because it's going to take us a couple of weeks to get out with the podcast. So,
Mohit, thinking of it, because I teach personal growth and I have these mentees, and I often stress a lot about book reading. And you mentioned कि आप लिखती हैं किताबों पे. I keep telling them, books. If you get a book, it's like very personal to you, and also that you should actively engage with the book.
absolutely.
So thank you so much for bringing it up, and also the fact that it gives you a sense of empathy, it gives you a sense of understanding of different cultures. It makes you travel to places that you haven't traveled. It's beautiful.
2024 for me, I was in fact telling you this, is where I would want to pick up books, though obviously in English, which are translated in English from different countries. I'm looking at Iranian, I'm looking
Right.
at Turkish, I'm looking at Japanese, because I believe these are very rich cultures.
Right.
Since I have this bent of mind towards history, culture, civilizations, to understand that those what defines that countries,
Right.
those countries and those civilizations and cultures. So I want to pick up those authors from those countries. So 2024 for me is going to be
About
a very
cultures.
varied,
Wow.
very
Lovely.
varied authors and readers. I have to first find out and do research who are the best authors.
Yeah.
Start with them and then pick up
So
things.
help me understand now. You said you read books and it takes you on a journey, but the kind of work that you do, the profile that you have visited, more countries than anyone could ever
Yes.
imagine, even, right? My personal belief is that whenever you get on a journey, whether it's through a book or physically you go somewhere, you meet people, you see different cultures, it is as much as a journey inward as it is outward, right?
Yes. That's
so beautiful.
How has that experience been for you? Like visiting all these countries, looking at these people, different cultures.
I think whenever I go to any country, I do a lot of research on that country. I never go. Fortunately, I've got a good team which helps me with that research. Spoiled that I am, थोड़ा बहुत advantage अपनी position का लेती हूँ. उनको बोलती हूँ research करके मुझे. But you had asked me a question which I would like to actually answer, that where do I get that time? The kind of profile that I have to meet politicians, leaders and all. आप चाहे आपकी अपॉइंटमेंट क्यों ना हो, आपको वेट करना पड़ता है.
Okay.
So my waiting period I've always actually made use of that.
beautiful.
कि पढ़ो. मैं इरिटेट इसलिए भी नहीं होती उनसे कि इन्होंने मुझे बुलाया है X टाइम पे और ये Y टाइम पे मुझे दे रहे
Because
हैं.
it's an opportunity.
हाँ, it's an
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
And since I travel a lot, so मेरा हमेशा ये रहता है कि मैं 2 घंटे, जैसे 2 घंटे बोले हैं, I will be there 2 घंटे पहले at the airport.
ठीक.
So that I don't want that stress कि लेट हो गए तो ये आपको check in
जी,
ऐसे
issue
करना है,
हो जाएगा.
security ये करना. I don't like those headaches. And I go by the rules. I follow rules very, I'm very particular about that because I respect rules because they're there for a reason. I respect those rules. So I use that time when I'm traveling to read books. So I actually enjoy. So one way of utilizing my time is that. So coming back to your question of that inward,
Journey.
Inward journey, I go with a very open mind. Cultures के बारे में आपने सीखा, पढ़ा, और फिर आप जब लोगों से मिलते हो आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत अच्छी होती है. You understand them well. You know where they're coming from.
Right.
मतलब कल्चरल शॉक नहीं होता है because you know what is, इन्होंने अगर इस तरीके से बोला क्यों बोला.
True.
That respect, आप respect बोलो, empathy बोलो, whatever word you want to use, but it always comes from there. That understanding. One thing is there, कोई शर्म नहीं है. 2 चीज़ों में हमेशा मैं कहती हूँ, कोई शर्म नहीं है ना सीखने में ना कोई काम करने में.
क्या बात है.
मतलब इस चीज में आपको कभी शर्म नहीं करनी चाहिए. और जितना आप ओपन रहोगे ना लर्निंग को, आप उतना आप में फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी भी आएगी. पीपल विल ओपन अप टू यू. आई ऑलवेज से आई एम ब्लेस्ड. अल्लाह ताला ने मेरे लिए हमेशा रास्ते खोले, आसान भी किए हैं, मतलब बहुत आसान किए हैं. बट I think it largely because of the openness that I have kept. मैं कभी ये नहीं कहूंगी कि मेरे को लीडर से ही बात करनी है.
जी, जी.
मैं जैनिटर के साथ नहीं करूंगी. I'll make friends with anybody. That's something that I actually have. I'm very open to learning.
जी,
And
जी.
I've always continued to keep on learning. The day I will stop learning is probably the day when I will die.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that is the day I think I will die. मेरा spirit या तो मर जाएगा या कुछ हो जाएगा. मैंने तब छोड़ा होगा तब learn करना. You know, something would have happened. That's how I see myself.
This is the core quality of a good leader. You know, they never stop learning.
Absolutely.
And now that we are talking,
But
yeah.
I must tell you, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm
Yeah,
not
please.
that 5 a.m. person.
No,
I'm an
don't be.
early riser. I'm an early riser. But when I rise early, I don't use that for कि मुझे डे को किस तरीके से करना. For me, rising up because I've grown up with my grandparents.
Okay.
I've grown up in a joint family. It's very important that I should tell you.
Yeah.
I use that time for either reading tahajjud or my fajr namaz. I'm not a ritualistic person.
Okay.
मैं 5 वक्त नमाज नहीं पढ़ती हूँ. But वो मेरा meditation का time
जी,
होता है.
जी.
तो मैं वो उस टाइम को मेडिटेशन के लिए यूज करूंगी, अपने इसके लिए करूंगी. आई एम नॉट एट 5 a.m. जो आज
Yeah,
आप
5 a.m. club.
the
Yeah,
5
5
a.m. power CEOs. No, I'm not those those
Okay,
kind of a
okay,
person.
okay.
But I use that as a time for my relationship with God.
But somehow, you said you had your grandparents in your childhood, right? That's where you grew up. हर इंसान में जो वैल्यूज इम्बाइब होते हैं कहीं ना कहीं उसमें आपके जो चाइल्डहुड का बहुत ही बड़ा
So
रोल
true.
होता है, राइट?
That's so true.
सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ वैल्यूज डू यू थिंक you imbibed from your parents or your grandparents, and maybe you can share some
मैं जो
anecdotes.
भी हूँ, मैं जो भी हूँ, largely because of my family.
Beautiful.
I don't think I would have been anything other than what my grandparent did. My grandparents did. I was the eldest grandchild from both my maternal as well as from my paternal side.
Wow.
I was a spoiled.
Spoiled.
brat. Oh, don't even ask about क्या खान माजर मेरे को था, you know, दोनों साइड से. तो बहुत ज्यादा स्पॉइल्ड थी. आप यकीन नहीं करेंगे, मैंने 15 साल की उम्र तक खुद खाना नहीं खाया. मेरी दादी मुझे खिलाती थी.
Wow.
मैं शादी पे भी जाती थी, किसी की शादी या दावतों पे भी जाती थी, मेरी दादी मुझे खिलाती थी. मतलब that spoiled I was.
Wow.
That pampered I. Spoiled नहीं कहूँगी, pampered I was.
This is, you know, खैर,
But so मेरे grandparents हमारे घर में मैंने हमारे घर में देखा था बहुत philanthropic होता था. मेरे दादाजी, मेरे नाना जी, they were two contrast people. Like my grandfather was a chain smoker.
Okay.
My Nana ji was an ardent health freak.
Okay.
Wow.
Boiled water.
ठीक.
Particular about 3 बजे golf खेलने जाते थे.
अच्छा.
He was a stickler.
Wow.
He used to do fishing. He would go for
Nice.
trout fishing. He would go for hiking. He would
Okay.
go for
Yeah, yeah.
opposites.
Yeah.
But जहाँ पे उनकी common चीज थी ना, वो थी philanthropic. वो
Beautiful.
चुपचाप बहुत सारे लोगों को पढ़ाते थे, ज़कात
जी, जी,
चुपचाप
जी, जी.
देते थे, लड़कियों की शादी कराते थे, यतीम बच्चों पे हाथ उन्होंने रखा था, मदरसा चलाते थे. ये बड़ा कॉमन था. मेरे दादाजी रात भर इबादत करते थे.
जी,
जब वो
जी.
सोते थे, मेरी दादी उठती थी और फिर
वाह.
पढ़ती थी. हमारे घर में ना वो एक साइकिल था.
जी, जी, जी.
हमारे घर में कभी कोई आता नहीं था जो खाना खा के नहीं जाता था. हमारा लंगर होता था.
माशाल्लाह.
वो जो कश्मीर में होते थे ना, देग होती
जी,
थी,
जी,
चूल्हा होता था.
बिल्कुल.
जी जी.
मेरी दादी वो परोसती थी. एंड आई एम वेरी
Oh.
प्राउड ऑफ दैट फैक्ट कि हमारे घर में दादी ही परोसती थी. बरकत हमारे घर में बहुत ज्यादा
जी, जी.
उनसे थी. सो आई हैव ग्रोन अप इन अ वेरी वेरी वी हैड अ जॉइंट फैमिली. मेरे 3 चाचा, एक बुआ, उनकी मेरी चाचियाँ. हमारे घर में कभी नहीं लगता था कि ये उसका बेटा है, ये न्याज का बेटा है, मुनीर की बेटी है, या ये मुबीन का बेटा है. कभी नहीं ऐसा लगता था. हमारे घर में डांट पिटती थी ना, अगर मैं गलती करती थी, मेरी चाची डांटती थी. मेरी मम्मी नहीं कहती थी मेरी चाची को
Okay.
कि तुमने मेरी बेटी को क्यों डांटा.
जी, जी, जी.
वो उल्टा कहती थी और डांटो. मतलब ऐसा था.
It was that well knit, right?
Oh, very, very well knit family. So when I got married also, I was married to an Indian Muslim. तो उनका थोड़ा सा इंडियन मुस्लिम्स में थोड़ा बहुत होता है कि अब शादी के बाद आपको अलग घर देते हैं.
Right.
मैं जाती थी, मेरे को घर अलग घर दिया था मेरे, माय सास एंड ससुर यूज्ड टू लिव इन अ हाउस एंड हम एक गली हुआ करती थी। मैं सुबह 7 बजे आती थी, मैं बेड टी अपने ससुर के साथ पीती थी।
अच्छा।
मैं खाना वाना उनके साथ करती थी। जो मैंने अपने
Because
घर
of
में
the-
कभी
जी,
खाना
जी।
नहीं बनाया था, मैं उनके साथ खाती थी
Wow.
क्योंकि जॉइंट फैमिली की आदत
आदत।
थी। And that has been a very well, I mean, they still adore me for that,
Right.
that you always were, knitting families.
तो खैर थी, ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग आपने जर्नी अपनी शेयर की। एंड समहाउ अभी आपने इससे पहले जो पॉइंट शेयर किया कि आपको अपना जो सक्सेस है वो लगता है व्हेन यू सर्व अदर्स, सो कहीं ना कहीं इट काइंड ऑफ ties back to what you have seen in your childhood with your grandparents. Do you think इनका कोई correlation है? That is what has brought you to this place in life where you feel that that is your success?
See, of course, मेरी जर्नी में my grandparents have played a very integral role. My family has played a very integral role. I always say two things about myself, that I belong to a middle class family. I've got middle class values, which have kept me grounded. मेरी माँ ने ना हमारे को चमड़ी उतारी है। मतलब बचपन में हमने चमड़ी भी, मतलब मम्मी ने चमड़ी भी,
Wow.
I would not say that कि हमें मार नहीं पिटी, हमारी मम्मी डांटती नहीं थी, हमारी मम्मी ने चमड़ी उतारी है। She one day had to teach me कि मुर्गे के पीस कैसे काटने हैं। मैं, और हमेशा कश्मीरी औरतों का होता है ना, माऊं का होता है, वर्य क्या कर रहा है, ठीक है। मैं कहती था मेरी शादी किसके साथ करोगे जिसके पास सर्वेंट नहीं होगा। She got so angry with me, उसने चाकू उठाया और मुझे सीधे चाकू मेरे हाथ पे मारा, मेरे अभी भी निशान है उस चीज का।
Really?
Really?
Wow.
मतलब हमेशा ये था कि आपको काम करना है, आप खुद काम करोगे, इसमें किसी चीज में शर्म नहीं है। मैंने आपको यही बात बताई ना कि दो two things in my life that which keep me is that don't be ashamed of whatever you're doing. You have to in fact learn, and you have to do this. And this is largely from my childhood. They defined me. Dubai, when I was working in Dubai, what I did in Dubai, Dubai defined me. So I'm a concoction of a lot of experiences that I have gone through.
Beautiful.
एंड आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, क्योंकि एक तो ट्रेडिशनल वैल्यूज और उसके बाद आपका ये जो पूरे दुनिया का जो एक्सपोजर और फिर आपकी बेटी, हाउ डज योर डॉटर, हाउ हैज शी कम टू टर्म्स विद दिस अमेजिंग biryani that you have, of different spices that you have experienced, and how does she take it, and what does she take from the experiences that you've had?
See, I'll tell you what. Sama is an only child. Only child and a girl child. I have always made sure that as a parent, I'm going to be her guide.
Okay.
I will support her in every decision that she makes. And I keep on telling her, don't be scared of making mistakes. Make mistakes. You have your mother, whose doors are always open for you, and who will always be there for you. It's not been that I'm only talking about it. It's I'm walking that talk.
Okay.
For me, Sama has actually, she tells me that you're my role model.
Okay.
I wanted her to
big
do
thing.
international law, and she wants to do journalism.
Okay.
So parents are negotiating.
Yeah.
So I've negotiated with her that she does her journalism, but her master's would be in law, which
Okay.
would help her in her career and in what the profession that she wants to take for herself. But she listens to me.
Okay.
And alhamdulillah, she's a very good child, very intelligent child. She wants to be an activist like me.
Okay.
She wants to make a difference in other people's life. And she is. I'll tell you, I'll relate an incident of hers. She used to study in Pathways, Aravallis. One day I got a call from her principal, come to school immediately, Sama has created trouble.
Okay.
So I run to the school immediately. सब कुछ छोड़ के मैं भाग गई समा के स्कूल। वहां पे मैं प्रिंसिपल के ऑफिस में देख रही हूँ, एक 6 फुट का लड़का है और उसके सीने पे एक पैरों का निशान है।
पैरों का?
हाँ, I mean there's a kick.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh my
a
God.
kick. I mean, you can see the print of a footprint on his shirt. And Sama is not a tall child. She's 5'6" now,
Okay.
and I'm talking about when she was 2-3 years ago. And I look at that child, that boy, and I look at Sama, and she's like, she takes me on the side and she says, Mama, support me.
Okay.
I said, unconditionally. You know, तुझसे मैं
Okay.
बाद में निपटूंगी,
यहाँ
सबों
पे-
के
यहाँ पे
सामने
I'll support you.
unconditionally.
Okay.
So what had happened was that she had a friend who was of a different orientation,
ठीक है.
and the boys were bullying him.
Okay.
So she had stood up for that
Oh,
friend of
I
hers
see.
and said that why would anybody first bully, and secondly, it's his choice. Why are they questioning his choice?
True.
So she had stood up for that boy,
That's
for
good.
her friend, and even got physical, because Sama is not a physical person, not at all. और उसने उसको flying kick मारी
Okay.
थी. To be very honest, I was very proud. I'm very proud of my daughter.
Okay.
That she stood up for what she believed in. It's not about right or wrong, but
Yeah,
what
yeah.
she believed in.
Right.
And then that's exactly what I told her principal. I will stand by my daughter, not because Sama had told me, which I would have anyways done that. It was but it was also because I believed in what Sama had done was right.
Right.
And I will always support Sama. And she knows that for that fact. And she in fact tells me, you're the best mama in the world.
You definitely are. And just want to add to that. Why did you name her Sama? Any particular
Oh,
reason?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sama's name is actually Sama Noor Ali.
Okay.
When I was, I have actually, Sama मुझे बहुत दुआओं से मिली है.
Okay.
I was not able to conceive for 5 years of my
Oh,
marriage.
I see.
So I did 2 IVFs, failed. But ultimately मुझे समा बहुत दुआओं से मिली. Makhdoom Saab or Ahad Saab ki, matlab I say that they did the wasalat for me.
Wow.
And obviously Allah Ta'ala ke marzi ke bagair to hota nahi. So she's an amen to my prayers. She's a miracle for me. मतलब अगर मुझे बोलेगा ना आपको अपने खुदा को कहाँ देखा है, मैं कहती हूँ समा को देखो मेरे लिए, क्योंकि मेरी दुआ आंसर्ड है. उसने मतलब that's the miracle for me.
Beautiful.
तो so I wanted her to have a name of, मुझे तो तब नहीं, when I was pregnant I did not know whether it's a boy or a girl. So I was like, my ex-husband's grandfather's name was Noor.
Okay.
And my grandfather's name was Ali.
Ali.
So I
Oh.
wanted to have my child to have both the grandparents' name,
Okay,
Noor
okay,
Ali.
okay.
So, but नाम मैं नहीं decide कर सकती ना. It has to be a collective decision. So my father-in-law said no. Noor Ali नहीं रखना है. लड़की जब पैदा हुई थी Noor Ali नहीं रखना. And I was adamant.
Okay.
नहीं, मुझे Noor Ali ही रखना है. This is a promise I made to myself. That my child is going to have the name of 2 great grandfathers. So my mother did a balancing act.
Okay.
So she said, look, जिस तरीके से Sama पैदा हुई है, so she's generous. So she said Sama. So
Okay.
Sama is generous. So generous Noor
Noor
of
Ali. Wow.
the light of God.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
So that's what she is.
Wow.
Beautiful. So, in this journey that you just shared, 5 years not conceiving, a lot of people, especially with the ones that are successful, they feel that the journey of life is very linear, which obviously, as we know, is not the case, right? बहुत सारे crests, बहुत सारे troughs आते हैं, तब जाके इंसान जिंदगी में एक किसी point पे पहुंचता है. I'm sure आपकी भी कुछ ऐसी जर्नी ही रही होगी जिसमें आपने बहुत सारे challenges देखे होंगे, failures भी देखे होंगे. And हम चाहते हैं कि आप थोड़ा सा डीप जाएं उस फेज ऑफ लाइफ में, या कोई ऐसे इंस्टेंसेस जहां पे आपको सच में लगा कि यू आर अ फेलियर और थिंग्स आर नॉट वर्किंग आउट. मे बी यू फेल्ट दैट यू नो दिस इज इट, आई एम डन विद लाइफ, बट स्टिल समहाउ देयर वाज लाइट एट द एंड ऑफ द टनल. एंड
नहीं, आई वुड नेवर से कि मेरे को लगा कि आई एम डन फॉर लाइफ. मैं बहुत ऑप्टिमिस्टिक और मैं खुदा पे बहुत भरोसा करती हूँ.
सुभान अल्लाह.
मेरी लाइफ में ना, मतलब आई एम अ बिलीवर दैट लाइफ में ना अप्स एंड डाउन्स हैं, और वो बहुत ज़रूरी है, वो अप्स एंड डाउन्स. जब मैं आपको एक बहुत पर्सनल स्टोरी आपको अपनी बताती हूँ ऑफ व्हेन आई वाज नॉट एबल टू कंसीव. हमारी इंडियन फैमिलीज़ में ना, चाहे इंडियन बोलो, कश्मीरी बोलो, इंडियन, हमारे सब कॉन्टिनेंट के रीजन में जब आप कंसीव नहीं करते, आपको साइकोलॉजिकली ना बहुत ट्रॉमेटाइज किया जाता है. मैं एजुकेटेड लड़की थी, मैं बहुत ही इंडिपेंडेंट लड़की थी, मगर आई हैव ऑल्सो गॉन थ्रू वेयर माई मदर इन लॉ हैज़ टॉन्टेड मी, तो शी इज़ अ फैंटास्टिक वूमन, बट कहीं ना कहीं आपकी कमियों को ना बहुत मतलब हाईलाइट किया जाता है। मुझे बहुत इनसिक्योर भी फील करवाया गया, बट ठीक है। बट लाइक आई सेड, मुझे बहुत दुआओं से मिली है समा। मैं और बहुत शुक्र करती हूँ समा के लिए, और you know, for everything that I have got in my life. So that was a period, and when I did my IVF, my second IVF, I lost eyesight in one of my eye because मेरा blood
Oh
clot
my
मेरी
God.
आंख में गया था।
My
And
God.
that was a time when मेरी बहन की शादी हो रही थी और वो दुल्हन निकल रही थी, and I lost my eyesight.
At that instant.
That very incident, जब उसकी विदाई हो रही थी, मेरी आंख में लाइट गई, यू नो। मुझे 2 दिन से सर में बहुत दर्द था, इतना दर्द था कि मेरी मेड को मैं उसको बोल रही थी, मुझे लतमड़ नहीं होती है, मैं सर की लतमड़ करा रही थी।
Wow.
You know, that pain, and I lost eyesight. And I remember waking up in the morning, did not tell anybody क्योंकि घर में शादी का माहौल है। तो मैंने सरफराज को, मैं अपना माय एक्स हस्बैंड, आई टोल्ड हिम, सरफराज मुझे लगता है मुझे एक आंख में दिख नहीं रहा है।
Okay.
This is how I've actually,
Oh my
you know, broken the news to family. But for 40 days, I had lost it. So बहुत सफर किया, पर्सनली भी, इमोशनली भी। उस टाइम पे अपनी कमियां महसूस हुई कि सब कुछ है मगर ये नहीं है।
जी।
मगर साथ में ये भी है कि अल्लाह ताला हिम्मत भी देता है, और बहुत सारे लोगों को साथ में ऐसे देता है जो आपको सपोर्ट भी करते हैं। He never lets you down. और अल्लाह ताला ना आपको जरिया बनाता है, किसी ना किसी इंसान को ना जरिया बनाता है। तो आपके पास बहुत सारे लोग आएंगे जो the help that God gives you, He will not come directly to you, He'll come through somebody to you. And that's what I've experienced through my entire life. I've always had somebody that God sends.
Okay.
That जरिया बनाते हैं। So but failure मेरे को जो लगती है, जो आपने सवाल मुझसे पूछा ना, फेलियर क्या है? फेलियर तो मैं उससे, फेलियर से ज्यादा मैं कहती हूँ कि जिसका मुझे थोड़ा बहुत कमी लगती है, that was my marriage, that I had to let go of a most important relationship of my life. I would not say, I don't regret it. Let me be very clear. I don't regret that I divorced. My reason for divorce was also because my husband had actually fallen in love with somebody else.
Wow.
And I did not want to deny him his love. And I didn't want to play a second wife to anybody.
That's
I didn't
very
want to do that. I mean,
courageous.
for me, my self-dignity was very important. I had no problem him falling in love. I wanted to forget that, you know, हुआ, गलती हो जाती है, हम सब इंसान गलती करते हैं. But then he was very adamant that no, I would want to continue with that relationship. You're not my choice. She's my choice. I choose her. So I did not want to deny that. मुझे लगता है जिंदगी में एक जिंदगी मिलती है, उसमें भी अगर हम किलस के करें और किसी को डिनाई करें और उसको जबरदस्ती अपने साथ रखें, that is not life. I didn't want to do that. But letting go, that I was not able to
Let go.
No, I have let go.
Immediately.
Yeah.
No, I let
Was it
go
a
very
process
immediately.
or-
मेरा डिवोर्स 3-4 महीने में हो गया।
Wow,
बहुत जल्दी
that's
हो गया,
quick.
जहाँ
That
पे
is quick.
सालों लगते हैं ना, मेरा
Right.
बहुत जल्दी हो गया।
But you know, Khair, letting go is like the topmost act of love.
Love.
Yes.
You know, so when you love somebody so much that you want them to take it easy for themselves.
I'm very good friends with my ex-husband. I'm co-parenting. शायद उस वजह से मैं co-parent भी करती हूँ. I have a lot of respect for Sarfraz. I have a lot of respect for my in-laws. In fact, मैं उनसे मिलती भी हूँ. समा उन्हीं के पास रहती थी. मतलब this is a very private journey, and since this is a podcast where people want to know about my personal journey, that's why I'm sharing this also.
Appreciate
that I have no regrets but when I'm talking about my failure, it's a failure of that relationship. It was most important that I was not able to devote that time, and I know that I was not able to devote because मैं बहुत वर्कोहॉलिक थी. मैं बहुत काम पे तवज्जो देती थी. मैं इस टाइम पे मैंने फैमिली को नहीं दिया था. तो वो एक बारी जब क्रैक आ जाता है ना, तो फिर वो क्रैक फिल नहीं होता है. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम वो फिल नहीं होता है, मतलब रिलेशनशिप्स में नहीं होता है.
But life doesn't stop, right?
Oh, my life never stopped. My life is a journey. It's on a roller coaster. Let me tell you that.
And you know, given the kind of busy you are, and given the kind of projects that you're working, I mean, these are some of the most exciting projects anybody could be working on. For example, NEOM, so the line. I wanted to ask you about
NEOM
it.
is not just line, huh?
Yeah.
It's not the line?
It's not just the line.
Okay.
NEOM is the size of Belgium. It's 26,800 square meter project.
Wow.
That's big.
It's huge. It's the size of Belgium.
Wow, it's a country in itself.
It's a country in itself.
And then you know what they show us in the initial mock-up of a video that we saw. There were flying cars and there were lots of other things, and 5 minute ki duri pe everything is accessible,
Accessible,
and
That's not, see, 5 minute
Accessibility,
There's
yeah.
all, see, I'll tell you what, cities, the modern cities are within a 5 minute convenience.
Okay.
These are called 5 minute walk cities.
okay.
So there are different regions there. So there's Trojana, which is mountains and focusing on winter sports. We
Okay.
have the Asian 2029 games there. Then we have Oxygon, which is focused on manufacturing. There are 40 islands under the NEOM Islands.
Wow.
40 islands.
40 islands.
Wow.
So Sindala is the only one as of now which has been launched. But there are other islands which would, over a period of time, with golf course, with education city, the largest islands in Saudi,
Okay.
the corals, so there's so much more, which is being planned in NEOM. Line is just one of it,
Okay.
and that was the first project of NEOM which was launched. That's why a lot of people know about Line.
Correct.
And it's a very innovative project. So NEOM is a lot about new technologies,
Okay.
new concepts of cities, how evolution of cities has happened. That is what NEOM is all about.
Okay.
We are creating. There are only 5 cities in the world which are blue zones.
Yeah.
So
You're creating a blue
Wow.
zone.
we are creating a blue
And
zone.
I wanted to ask you about blue zones. You see, it is about longevity, and it is about
Sustainability.
It's about so much. You
Yeah.
know?
No, there's so much more.
And I want to understand from you, what's your understanding of longevity? I mean, given NEOM में वो blue zones बना रहे हैं, और फिर उसमें what are the interventions that they are doing जिससे they could help people live longer and happier and holistically?
पता है ये हो गया, मैं सच बताऊं पर्सनली बताऊं, मुझे
Please.
लगता है कि खुदा ताला मतलब there's something like that man can do with and control taking away from God.
God, okay.
All of this is all influence. Yes, there's a habit. There is because अब जब blue zone में जाते हो तो वहाँ पे you see that mortality rate
Yeah.
is low, or
Yeah.
the food habits, their air, the
Quality of
the
air,
quality of air, and the
environment, yeah.
quality of various aspects
Yeah.
is different.
It's also about life, and it's also about your purpose and so many other
Yes.
things. Yeah.
Most of these cities, there are only 5 cities in the world which have these things. The modern world has not touched them.
Okay.
वो अभी भी जैसे हमारे गुजर नहीं होते हैं, वो लकड़ियाँ बाहर से लाते
Right.
हैं, फिर खुद खाना पकाते हैं, खुद जो उन्होंने ग्रो किया है वो ही करते हैं, वो अभी भी वो ही है. अगर इसको आपको मास में करना है तो आप कहीं ना कहीं मॉडिफाई कर रहे हैं,
जी, जी,
Correct.
मतलब आप चेंज ला रहे हो.
You know,
So I personally I think it's a good concept. अगर हम best
Practices,
चीजें, हाँ,
चीजें.
बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस और बेस्ट चीजें उनसे लें, there's no harm in that.
और longevity की जब बात आती है, आपने गुजर्स का एग्जांपल दिया. Honestly, if you ask me, मुझे लगता है सबसे ज्यादा longevity उन्हीं लोगों में है, because they are having pure food. वो हर दिन एक्सरसाइज, हम लोग जिम
Immunity.
बोलते हैं जाएंगे, उनका काम ही वैसा है, right?
इम्यूनिटी, आप इम्यूनिटी देखो ना, अभी भी हमारे को, मेरे को लगता है मैं 50 साल की उम्र में मेरे घुटने बैठ गए हैं लिटरली, आप उनको देखो ना,
जी 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 जी, पहाड़ों पे चढ़ रहे होते हैं,
70, 80 years old and they
गोट्स की तरह तो वो पहाड़ों पे चढ़ते
Right,
हैं.
right.
आई कांट इवन थिंक. मैं अभी आगा के दरबार गई, मेरी सांस फूलने लगी सीढ़ियों से. सो लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट देयर लाइफस्टाइल इज मच बेटर, मच हेल्दियर,
Right.
बट इट इज नॉट ओनली इन वन एस्पेक्ट, इट्स इन मेनी
Many
एस्पेक्ट्स.
It's a collective. मैं एक चीज समझना चाहता. The proponent of blue zones, his name I guess is Chris Butner or something.
Yes.
Yeah. So वो जब ओकिनावा में when he kind of ओकिनावा जापान में when he did his initial researches and all and he came up with this idea वहाँ पे लोग बहुत ज़्यादा जी रहे हैं वगैरह. So it was in 1990s. तो एंड दे इवन हैव एक उनका एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री है नेटफ्लिक्स पे. सो ही वेंट देयर अगेन. इट वाज इन late 2020s, so when the documentary was being shot. तो ही केम अक्रॉस अ वेरी डिफरेंट ओकिनावा. जो आपने बात कही ना बिल्कुल सही. वहां पे क्या हुआ था, अब मॉडर्न अमेरिकन वो जो फूड चेन्स थी वो खुल गई
मिशेलिन
थी.
रेस्टोरेंट्स है सबसे
जी जी जी.
पहले.
और वहां पे हुआ क्या है, दी जो लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी है इट हैज एक्चुअली रिड्यूस्ड ड्रास्टिकली.
has?
या
Yes,
Wow.
it has.
and then there were a couple of things that I was like कि शायद हमारी सोसाइटी को लेने चाहिए उनसे. फॉर एग्जांपल जब मैंने वो किताब पढ़ी थी अबाउट ओकिनावा एंड अबाउट ऑल द ब्लू जोन्स, वहाँ पे क्या था कि ओकिनावा में वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट रीजंस ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बिटवीन ब्रदर्स और सिबलिंग्स वाज कि पेरेंट्स किसके साथ रहेंगे. सो बिकॉज और वहाँ पे ओल्ड लोगों के लिए they have a sense of community.
Yes.
They live together and they have a sense of purposefulness even later in their lives. जहाँ पे 60 साल की उम्र में बंदा रिटायर हो गया तो उसके बाद क्या हो जाता है, सो रिटायरमेंट इफेक्ट कम्स इनटू प्ले एंड पीपल यूजुअली लूज दैट सेंस ऑफ होप. दे डाई अर्ली बिकॉज देयर इज नथिंग रियली
That's why the
सब्सटेंशियल टू डू.
meditations, आप जो ची देखते हो
Exactly.
जापान में and all of that, this much more wider. They do dance classes together. And
Yeah.
the sense of community is very strong in all the blue zones.
And
So
then I
it's-
ask myself, and I want to ask this to you as well, where is that sense of community? Do we have anything, any infrastructure for old people in Kashmir, for example?
आपको पता है, मैं अनफॉर्चुनेटली ना हमारे कल्चर में चेंज हुआ है ये. तो फिर अगर आप देखोगे ना इस्लामिकली, आपका जो जामा मस्जिद था, ठीक है, Islam had a best system which was of the hub and spoke. Modern terminology of hub and spoke.
Yeah.
model.
आपका जामा मस्जिद और जो मस्जिद है ना, ये आपका बेस्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर था for communities.
True.
Your
Beautiful.
cities evolved around this.
Correct.
ठीक है, अब हम बहुत दूर हट गए हैं. मैंने कहा ना, बिकॉज हमें सिर्फ इस्लाम जो पता, जो मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई माइट बी क्रॉसिंग दिस लाइन एंड इट्स ए वेरी politically incorrect what I'm going to tell you, but this is what is my opinion, okay, and it's my opinion alone, so that it does not impact you in any way. Is that हमें इस्लाम को हमने बहुत रिचुअलिस्टिक बना दिया है. वजू करो, नमाज पढ़ो 5 वक्त, ज़रूरी है वो डिसिप्लिन. मैं नहीं कहती वो ज़रूरी नहीं है, वो बहुत ज़रूरी है, बट उस डिसिप्लिन से भी ज़्यादा हमारे को हमारी हिस्ट्री पता होनी चाहिए, इस्लामिक हिस्ट्री. अब इस्लामिक हिस्ट्री सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि आपको पता है कि कब वही आई, कब प्रॉफिटहुड मिला, कब, वो ही सिर्फ नहीं है, बट ये भी देखना कि उस टाइम पे जब हब एंड स्पोक और जो ज़कात वाला जो सिस्टम था, ये क्यों था. आप देखो हमारा जो ज़कात वाला सिस्टम है वो बेस्ट कम्युनिटी के लिए, मगर हमने उस ज़कात को भी क्या किया है, हम वो उसको कलेक्टिवली नहीं, ना हम उसको कलेक्टिवली लेते, ना ही हम उसको कलेक्टिवली स्पेंड करते हैं. हमारी कम्युनिटी में ये सबसे बड़ा ये नुकसान है. और अगर हम हब एंड स्पोक वाले मॉडल को, जो जामा मस्जिद और मस्जिद का है, अगर हम इसको फॉलो करेंगे, आई थिंक हमारा रीच भी बहुत होगा. ये वाला मॉडल मैंने वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर इंडिया में रखा है. I've actually taken it from because I needed to maximize my services and my reach of the services. So I was like, मैं कैसे करूं? Then I was reading a book and I was like, this is what Jama Masjid is in our Islam. And उस चीज से मैं तब से इस कॉन्सेप्ट में हो गया, अगर if you want something really, you want to learn something, you should really go down to Islamic books. That's why I was like Iranian and Turkish, because see, Turkey has been or Egyptian for that matter, they have been the major hubs of knowledge for us.
Right.
और हमने उनको हमने अपने से बहुत दूर किया हुआ है. That's why I want to actually get down deep into it.
So, I mean, for someone like you who has a deeper understanding of a lot of things, not just about religion, but also about the world economics, how everything works, and all that, coming from a girl who spent her childhood in Kashmir, नवाकदल में पढ़ी और अब दुनिया में है, right? So somehow जो आपके थॉट्स थे, जो आपका आइडिया था एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का या सक्सेसफुल होना लाइफ में, I'm sure ki there is a lot of female audience that would be listening to this podcast and they have a lot to learn from you. And I'm sure कि आप उस space में भी काफी आपने काम किया है women empowerment के लिए. तो if you can touch a little bit upon that, please.
मोहित, आई मस्ट टेल यू, पता है मुझे लगता है कि सबसे पहले ना मुझे लगता है विमेन आर एम्पावर्ड. अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमारे प्रॉब्लम क्या है, खासतौर पे साउथ एशिया में क्या है, हमें अपनी राइट्स और ड्यूटीज नहीं पता. बट विमेन कैन बी अ ट्राइब. विमेन ना टेंडेंसी ही है एक औरत को ना, और औरतों को फॉर एवर द वुमेन एज अ ट्राइब, वी हैव दिस सेंस ऑफ कम्युनिटी. हम अगर कमाते हैं ना, हम अपनी फैमिली या मतलब हमारी एक कम्युनिटी होती है, हमारे बच्चे, हमारा हस्बैंड, हमारी फैमिली, तो वी गिव टू देम. फिर हमारा ये यूनिट जो होता है ना, ये दूसरे में जाता है. बट वी आर ऑलवेज गिवर. विमेन आर नोन एज गिवर्स. बट हमें अपने राइट्स, वी फॉरगेट आवर राइट्स, वी फॉरगेट आवर ड्यूटीज. और पैट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी जो बनी हुई है, इन्होंने भी हमारे को वो एनकरेज नहीं किया है. सो आई हैड टेकन दिस अपॉन माई सेल्फ कि इंडिया में खास तौर पे I had been working on encouraging women entrepreneurs. I had a fund as a World Trade Center, which was a pretty good corpus which we had. And I set up an accelerator in India, which is one of the largest accelerators in India.
Wow.
We've got somewhere around 6,500, entrepreneurs.
Wow.
And
Really?
yes. And it's like a
Amazing.
hub and spoke. So other accelerators become, so I'm a mother of all accelerators,
Okay. Interesting.
how it is. But my first and foremost was women. Where is women? In fact, the Startup India में जब वो Stand Up India था, which was a lot of focus on women. That was something which I, as a World Trade Center, had been pushing the government for that women need to be encouraged, need a push. Because there was one experience which I had in Kashmir. I'm not able to recall her name right now. She used to do namdas. One of the fine Arifa thing, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Pure wonderful woman who was doing a wonderful job in innovating the traditional. But she was not allowed by her family to expand. Because women के साथ वो mindset था, loan कहाँ लेंगे, collateral रखेगा, but और फिर वो था कि ये पहले से ही था कि fail हो जाएगा, तुम नहीं करोगे, वो fear of pulling her back. So I had come across that she was such a wonderful, enterprising woman, and she was being pulled up. And there would be, like her, there would be millions of girls who would have that. So that's where this getting involved in the policy was there. Since World Trade Center has a lot of infrastructure, real estate, so I saw हमारी construction world में there was a lot of women. 58% of the construction is women.
In construction?
In construction is women. But lower तबके में they're the blue collars जिनको बोलते हैं. So I started working on an initiative called Pink Collars. Because pink,
women.
Very nice. Women.
Yeah. Interesting.
So where, we started with skilling of women. So since it was construction and I could not just be doing myself, so I worked with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. They have a real estate association wing which is called NAREDCO. So with NAREDCO we started with a women's wing called MAHI. It was only with this thing that at the policy level we're going to create these pink collars. For the pink collars, a lot of opportunities, and also for then a part of them would be incubation and accelerator. Because प्लम्बिंग जैसे कुछ MEPs जैसे उनमें औरतें हैं ही नहीं. मतलब देयर आर सर्टेन स्किल्स, आपकी वो ब्रिक्स उठाएंगी उनमें है, मगर वो ब्रिक जो उठा रही है
लेबर में है, लेकिन वो थोड़ा स्किल्स से अच्छा खासा
स्पेशलाइज हो सकता है.
उठा रही है, वो जो लेबर कर रही है, वो जो ब्रिक्स उठा रही है, वो क्यों नहीं मेसन बन सकती. सो दैट वाज व्हेन I started working. That was the initiative of the Pink Collar कि उसको skill करो to become a mason. आज वो mason बनेगी, कल को project manager बन सकती है. She can become a project manager. And there are wonderful girls, very skilled, intelligent girls who are just wanting to have some wind beneath their wings. उनको certain encouragement चाहिए, उनको ये चाहिए. So that is where, I think has been my greatest mission. कि I have been blessed. मेरे parents ने मुझे कभी भी रोका नहीं, ये नहीं करो, वो नहीं करो. They were very confident about the values, that the middle class values that they have given me. But at the same time, there are many girls who are not that blessed.
True.
So we need to be doing that. There's another incident that I had in UP. There was this Muslim girl. She was living in this red light area where a sex trade was happening.
Right.
But she was not into the flesh trade, but she had people because she was a daughter of a flesh trader, of one of the sex traders. But she didn't want to get into that because she knew the pains and the miseries and the disadvantages of that. So she came to me and with a bright. I met her in one of the events. She was there, very bright-eyed, and she wanted to. So she told me a story. So I started teaching her. Started with teaching her with English and everything, and then she set up her own magazine, a small magazine,
Wow.
and wherein she would highlight the dilemmas of this
Women.
trade.
Wow.
Okay, the street.
Okay.
And there was a lot of funding which was given to her so that it encouraged, and then she gave back to her community. She started teaching up the kids of that. So I think that was that how it started with her getting educated, then her teaching, her actually talking about the dilemmas. Now she's doing a fantastic, but very focused on on a very socialist aspect. But she's doing it
I mean,
fantastic.
that honestly is real social impact, and I think what you have highlighted about the meaning of success for you, I'm very sure that this is one such instance where you have actually realized doing this is actually taking you on that journey, and
But
I'm sure there are more, right?
No, forget about mine. I mean, दुनिया में ना बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है. अब मैं आपको एक और incident बताऊंगी. That's where I do happen, which is an alliance of education, empowerment, entrepreneurship, development for the minorities. Okay. जब COVID हुआ, तब I start काफी मुस्लिम्स और तबलीगीज के खिलाफ काफी इंडिया में काफी ये हो रहा था. So me and few of Muslim CEOs and people got together. We said, let's change this mindset. This is how we are brand ambassadors of the country that we are. We are brand ambassadors of being Muslims and successful Muslims in India. So we need to do it more for our community as well as for the country. So let's try to do something. So we set up an organization called Empar, which is Indian Muslims for Progress and Reform. कोई ज़्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगा है. Empar Indian Muslims for, because there was a reason why we named it, because we wanted to talk about being progressive Muslims,
Right.
and reforming Muslims, और तबलियाज़ के साथ करना था, publicities काफी करनी थी. So that's when we got into education. So Empar led to IDO. So General Zamaruddin Shah, S.Y. Qureshi Sahab, Rahman Khan, Najib Jung, Shahid Siddiqui. So we all got together and we set this organization up. And through this, we were like about Muslims के साथ कैसे education कैसे करेंगे. जो हम सोच रहे थे वो ऑलरेडी हैदराबाद में हो रहा है. We went to on a delegation to Hyderabad. The previous chief minister, चाहे उनका political agenda हो या हो, I don't want to get into that, but at least he was doing something very good. There were 200 schools which he had set up for Muslims. And 100 were for boys and 100 were for girls.
Okay.
With residents. 2-3 एकड़ के schools हैं.
अच्छा.
ठीक है?
Okay.
All of them were functional.
Okay.
Students के साथ हैं. ये क्या करते हैं? जो हिफ्ज़ कुरान, because हिफ्ज़ में भी grades हैं आपके.
Right.
मुझे नहीं पता था. मैं जब वहाँ गई तब मैंने I learned about this thing कि हिफ्ज़ में भी grades हैं. पहले मैं हर एक हिफ्ज़ कुरान को लेती थी, हिफ्ज़ कुरान. But they would take the cream of the हिफ्ज़ कुरान, उनको boarding में डालते थे. उनको जिन्होंने कभी इंग्लिश नहीं पढ़ा था उनको 4 महीने में इंग्लिश सिखाते थे. 10th की ट्रेनिंग देते थे, यानी कि मैथ, साइंस, इंग्लिश, स्टेम, बेसिकली ये कराते थे. 10th का वो एग्जाम देते थे. 10+2 का वो 8 महीने में देते थे. 4 महीने में वो इंग्लिश सिखाते थे. 8 महीने में उनका 10+2 पूरा एग्जाम वो कराते. फिर उसके बाद वो उनको नीट की ट्रेनिंग देते थे या NDA की ट्रेनिंग देते थे, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन की कैसे.
जी.
तो ये तो गवर्नमेंट करता था. वैसे ही बहुत सारे हैदराबाद में प्राइवेट है, एक शाहीन और फैल्कन है, वो भी ये करते थे. बट बिकॉज देयर वाज अ माइनॉरिटी एजुकेशन पॉलिसी व्हिच दिस गवर्नमेंट एक्चुअली moved it to smart ये जो startup की
Startup
policy
की
ना वो
policy.
सारे funds इसमें transfer हो गए, but actually it was the fund which was available for the Muslims.
Okay.
Unfortunately कश्मीर में किसी ने नहीं ये किया. But अब आप फिर then we moved into United Nations. United Nations has this thing, they want to work on the cow belt, which is आपका UP, Bihar and Bengal, because this is the largest majority of Muslim, the cow belt. वहाँ के मदरसाज में STEM education करने
Okay.
Okay.
but it requires a lot of resources. The government
course.
of India alone does not have that resources to give. So United Nations, then the donations from international grants and aids and IDO started working on this, thinking हम
Okay.
cow belt को किस तरीके से modernize करेंगे. Now this is largely not from इसको political बनाया जा रहा है, but ये political नहीं है, because this is about हम मुस्लिम बच्चों को कैसे mainstream में लाएंगे, how we are going to make them
More productive for the overall community.
yes,
Yeah.
that is what is important. Like don't zakat मत दो, उनको पढ़ाओ.
जी, जी, जी.
But एक और aspect मुझे वहाँ पे पता चला, zakat infrastructure पे नहीं है. आप स्कूल बिल्डिंग पे नहीं दे सकते हैं.
Okay.
I mean that is what I learned there. I mean हम नहीं तो zakat जैसे I was like zakat हमें इतनी मिलती है, हम स्कूल बनाएंगे करेंगे.
जी.
बट जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज हमारे पास मदरसास ऑलरेडी है.
एक infrastructure already
है.
And then there are other concepts. For example, there's this concept called infaq. So infaq is like अगर आप के पास कोई भी expertise है, you give a part of that expertise to a certain cause. So that's what infaq is. For
Yes.
example, Mohit is good at starting up businesses. He could give his expertise and help develop a community.
The mentoring.
हाँ, so वो बहुत सारी और चीजें भी हैं. So we need to probably look into that and see where we are and हमारे traditions में क्या क्या चीजें सिखाई गई हैं and make create a far more vibrant community. So
Yes.
that's
so
doable.
when we talk about sustainability, sustainability का first step है कि what is available there.
yeah, exactly.
Whether it is resources, whatever
Yeah.
resources which are available. तो हम इसको सिर्फ कभी लेते materially हमने ज़्यादातर इसको देखा, but
Correct.
it's not material. It's
Just
hard and
every
soft.
aspect of
every
that.
aspect of it. And this is, as a young generation, that is what I would actually stress upon the younger generation, is because the younger generation, this generation, is more about giving.
Yeah.
It is more. It's not about me and you. It's about everyone.
everyone.
It's about we. This generation is about we, and they're more socialistic. That's why you
Right.
see a lot more socialistic entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs,
Correct.
than you would see in the previous
Right,
generations.
right.
So, but I would still stress upon the younger generation is that giving back to the society is absolutely something that we should be looking at, and as Kashmiris, it is our responsibility.
Beautiful point. It is our responsibility. So
Now that there's a lot to discuss, obviously. So we are going to have you back on the
Inshallah.
podcast for
Inshallah,
sure.
very soon.
And thank you so much for touching on various aspects. You touched your personal life, you touched your professional life, you talked about the amazing initiatives that you are a part of. So thank you so much for being the force of good that you are.
Thank
Thanks
you
a
so
lot.
much for asking me to be here.
And at last,
We
I
are
have
not
this-
done yet,
yeah,
actually.
Yeah. We're not done yet. So at last, I asked this rapid fire 5 questions. You're not prepared for it. Neither am I. so I'm going to ask you these 5 questions, and you have to.
Do I get a hamper? Then I'm going to answer it. Fine.
Oh,
well,
okay.
maybe in the future you would.
Maybe from Kashmir box. You never know.
Very
No, I don't
That
need
we can-
materialistic things. I don't need those materialistic
So-
things. I'll ask you for that hamper. in
Sure,
future.
sure.
Yeah.
So okay, because you're there. So 5 questions. The first one: if you could have a dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
Historical figure,
Yes.
Alexander the Great.
Okay.
Wow.
And why him?
I think that whatever he was able to achieve
Mm-hmm.
in that age, that time, is something, and leaving us all with a lesson.
Right.
Is something that takes a lot of greatness. So definitely, I would like
That's
to.
a beautiful answer.
Yeah.
All right. The second, we already know the answer to this question, but I still want to ask it. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
No, I'm a morning person.
Okay. And one book that has had a profound impact on your life.
Quran.
The Holy Quran. Beautiful.
Mashallah.
If you could master any skill instantly, what would it be?
Instantly?
Yeah, if you had to master any skill now, given where you are right now.
Chat GPT,
Okay.
the AI.
Yeah,
Thinking,
that's,
so
yeah,
interesting.
it is. That's how, modern
The
leaders think.
presentations,
Yeah,
the slides,
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's so vast.
it
But
is.
I mean, the successful that you are, mashallah, in the domain that you are, and still for someone like you to always be in that frame of mind that we still have to learn. I think that is the most
It's
beautiful thing
remarkable.
I've heard today. Yeah.
And the last one, share a favorite quote that inspires you in tough times.
Just do it.
Okay.
You're unstoppable.
Uh-huh.
No, actually, on a serious note, I would say that. My mother used to say this thing: hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst.
True.
And I would always say that there's nothing. You're so unstoppable. You need to just prepare yourself. That means you have to really, really do your research, do your work. But if you set your mind on it, nothing can stop you.
Absolutely brilliant.
So, dear friends, this is today's episode with Khairun Nisa the Great. So, we'll be back next time with another exciting guest. So, watch this video, comment whatever your thoughts and feelings are, and see you again.
Thank you
And
so much.
don't forget to subscribe to us
you
and
have
follow
to.
us on social media. Thank you.